I
Oh
appreciate
my
you.
god.
Yeah. Hey, about defunding the police. What do you think about that? Hey, have you guys ever heard of DTS
No.
or TDS,
DTS, no. What is that?
TDS, Trump derangement
What
syndrome?
is that? What the fuck?
Trump derangement syndrome,
Uh-uh.
where you're so afraid
You
of the
have that?
man and everything that he does and all of his supporters, and anytime you see it, you freak out.
How do you feel about gay people?
I love gay people.
How do you feel about trans people?
Uh, I've never met a trans person.
How do
Them
you feel
going
about them?
into sports, yeah, I don't agree with that. Um, it's going to take
Why?
away the ability for a girl to actually compete.
So you're saying that girls can't do as much as guys? Isn't
Agree?
that kind of
Yes.
sexist?
No, it's not. It's based off of
You're
genetics.
saying
That
that girls can't do better than guys.
yeah, agreed.
En
Uh,
no quiere pelear.
with strength, yes.
Mira
Now,
cómo.
to say in a different aspect, girls are way better emotionally. Girls are way better with children.
Okay.
Girls are way better
How do
looking.
you
You're better.
how do you how do you feel about the Capitol that
The
just got
Capitol was fucked.
rioted and looted?
Yeah. If you look at the people who entered the Capitol, they were about 20, 25 minutes away from the speech while it was still going on, and they had started entering while the speech was still going on. If I was at Washington, D.C. that day, I would be listening to the president. I wouldn't be entering the Capitol before he stopped talking, because while he was still talking, he also said, do it peacefully, and we're just going to go and put our point of view out there. Once they
But
had
it didn't
arrived
happen like
there,
that.
he told
So
everybody to go
my
home because
question,
people had breached it, and I would probably go home at that point. So,
all right, man. Look, listen. I said my question was, how did you feel about it? How did you feel about it?
the people who entered it, that's how I was breaking down. I can
Okay, are they
completely
wrong?
disregard them
Were they
because
wrong?
they are insane people
Were they
who.
wrong?
Oh yeah,
Hey, I have a random question.
that's what I'm saying. They're insane people. They did crazy things. Everybody who entered there, not insane. The people who broke into it were because they broke into it, but the people who entered in after, if you look at the videos, they're walking around like they thought it was a tour. It's a bunch of old people just like, oh, look at, we're here, oh, blah, blah, blah. Like taking pictures, and cops just sitting there. So, I mean, regardless, the people who broke in, bad people. The people who maybe entered in after, I don't know about them, but they did enter in, so it's kind of stupid of them to do because they weren't listening to the president. And then at the same time, I would probably have not even been close to there because I would have still been listening to the president, which was about 20 minutes
All
away.
right. All right. So another question: why are you supporting a loser that lost twice?
He didn't lose twice.
Yeah, it was a recount, so that's twice.
The first time he lost in 2016, he lost.
No, in 2020,
So how did he lose twice?
when he, when basically Biden was already elected, and then you guys were saying it was rigged, so they did recounts. That's two times.
Oh, recounts weren't the entire thing, but they didn't do it on procedural ground. Or,
He lost twice.
all right, well, regardless,
So why are you supporting a loser? Whether he lost once, three, or four, or 20 times, how do you? Why do you
because
support a
let me ask
loser?
you this: if you look at sports, and you have a favorite football team, or you have a favorite person on the football team, and you get their jersey, after they lose, do you burn the jersey? Do you go and throw it in the trash, or do you continue to support that person?
But he can't.
Throw it in the trash.
I mean, if you don't like sports, I would assume that you
Hey, how
don't. Then
about how
uh,
Do
about
you wear that hat in public? Out in public?
yeah, why not?
Oh, you wear it out?
Yeah,
do you still have your Trump 2020 on your truck?
I didn't have it on my Jeep. I got a Trumpy bear though. I haven't opened it, and then I got the Keep America Great Again hat too. That's
Open it.
for
Open it.
Steam.
Open it. Let me see.
No,
Let me see.
no, I'm gonna keep it.
Okay, I bet you won't stain your hat, and I'll cash up you $10.
What's that?
If you like fuck up your hat, I will cash up you $10.
Why would I do that?
Free money, bro.
How is it free? I have to fuck up my hat.
But you don't have to do nothing though. You don't have to work. Who gets Who gets $10 in 2 seconds?
I have to fuck up my hat. What do you mean I don't have to do anything?
That hat is trash.
In your opinion, mine, I think it's cool. It's the first president I ever voted for. And I'm not a first time. I could have voted way prior, but I didn't. And the fact is I was looking and I didn't like either people ever. But when you have this guy coming in, and it looks like he's a perfect candidate for them to run their show, and he comes in and everybody just attacks him, and it's like everybody loved this guy for 20 years, and then it just happens that once he tries to become president and start changing things, you guys are pissed off. What's he wanted to change, and then once he started changing things, I like what he was actually doing, so that's why I support him.
So you support a bully because what about that guy he was basically making fun of with his disability?
Yeah, and I don't think he was making fun of him. I think he was being bombastic, and it wasn't a good thing, but in my regard, when you look at a president, he promises things. He says he's going to do all this stuff. This guy was tweeting the whole time. I don't care what you say or what you're promising you're going to do. It's what your actions actually prove, and what he actually did is what I like. So the policy is what I look at when I'm looking at a president, because he has a job, and his job is to serve the public. So that means I'm his manager, and what he's doing is what I'm looking at, because basically if I were to get 2 applications, I'm going to look at the application A and application B. Both people are going to promise me things. They're both just saying things on paper, but when you actually put it into action, then I can actually approve of it, and then I'll vote for it. So I didn't vote for him in 2016, but in 2020 I liked what he did in the 4 years, so I actually voted for him.
How did it feel after knowing that your vote didn't even matter?
Oh, it mattered.
But it didn't matter. He didn't win. So how do you feel about it?
I mean, I feel confident about who I voted for, so I don't think...
But I know since he didn't win, the things that he was promising is not going to happen. So how did you feel about knowing that you voted?
What I said during the 4 years, I liked what he did, and I wanted that to continue. So I voted for what I was confident in. Did you?
I can't vote.
Okay. The people that you know, did you think they were as confident as I was in my vote?
None of my friends don't have papers.
Oh, shit.
We can't hear it legally.
Illegally. Well, that's cool.
But we came in shit.
If you were to vote, who would you have voted for?
Kanye West? What you mean?
Kanye?
No.
Kanye supports Trump and his policies.
We're gonna vote for Trump.
What's that?
You said what?
What'd you say?
We support Trump.
You do? Nice.
Real woman, vote for Trump.
I feel like it's like that little freeze frame. Vote for Trump.
He's just.
So do you wear that hat to start arguments?
Let me see your hair.
This. Wow.
Let me see.
What?
Come closer. Let me see your hair.
I bet your mom's always like, you need to cut your hair.
This is after a year.
Brush it.
Before this, I had shaved my head completely, because before that I had dreads.
Brush it. Do a right part.
And my uncle wanted to shave my head because I had dreads.
Wait, you had dreads?
Yeah.
Wait, you had dreads?
Yeah, I did.
But you're not black. That's culture appropriation.
You think black people only have dreads?
That's culture appropriation.
You don't think Vikings or people in old East, Eastern, Middle Eastern, um, you don't think they all had dreads too?
Bro, box braids, dreads, feed-in braids, all that is black culture.
I know it's a part of black culture. It's also part of other cultures as well,
Like what cultures?
uh, like the cultures I just mentioned.
Okay, can you say it again? I'm pretty high.
The Vikings, first of all.
Okay, okay, so can you go Google right now and search up Viking braids?
Yeah,
Okay, how does it look like?
it looks like dreads.
Okay, stop being silly. Like,
No, no,
show
no.
me the thing.
The Viking braids that they did for women were very intricate sometimes. But the people who fought in the wars, um, they bred they braided their hair by dreading it most of the time because uh, they would take showers and their hair would get natted through the shower they would take, but they would take a lot of showers prior to war, and they would
Tissue.
bundle up their hair so it wouldn't get in their face, and it was a war tactic. But the Middle East also, you can see dreads all over the place um, in history with their culture. It's not.
Nah.
That is, there's no such thing as. What do you mean their culture?
I mean, look into history. You can definitely see that it's not just one culture who had dreads.
But okay, so why isn't in school no White History Month?
Good question.
Do you have like a theory that you can tell me maybe?
I'm not sure.
Not even like a thought.
Um, it might seem racist.
Say it.
Okay, what are you gonna say?
What?
What are you gonna say?
And none. I said that it might seem racist to do a White Pride Month, to pride on
Oh,
white
okay.
history.
I'm saying why isn't there no White History Month though?
And I answered by
You don't
saying that
have
it might seem
any
racist.
history, like, so how do you even know? Yeah,
What?
but so like if you don't have any history, how do you know like where did you come from, how you grew up?
And tell him to watch the interview with Morgan Freeman about Black History Month. Morgan Freeman, Black History Month. Watch that interview.
Hmm.
Dude, hold on. My dog's freaking out.
How old are you?
Let me see your dog. Let me see your dog. We're not watching a movie. We didn't even go to McDonald's or nothing.
Yeah. I hope you guys have a good night.
No, why are you leaving?
All right. You too.
I don't know. It seems like this conversation's just
Why are you
bashing me 20
tired of us?
the whole time for about a half hour. So
How old are you?
what's that?
No, okay. Just don't leave us, bro.
I'll catch you guys. If you guys want to follow the
No, how
YouTube,
old are
my
you?
YouTube's right here. You can follow along there, and then you can type in the chat, and everybody's asking questions. And yeah,
You're not good enough.
what's that?
How many followers you got?
I think
How many
it's
subscribers you got?
383 now.
83.
Yeah.
What do you do on YouTube?
This.
Pranks.
And politics.
You suck, Trump's
So how-
baby.
What's
So
that?
how old are you? How old are you?
How old are you guys?
He's so ashamed.
Come
What's-
on, just how old are you?
He's so ashamed.
Why would I be ashamed of my age?
You're not, because you're not
You're
saying
not
it.
saying it. You're so fucking scared to say your age.
Again, I'll catch you guys.
No.
He's fucking
Bash
old.
hour. It's okay.
Oh, you're 45 because of the hat.
He's trying to look young with the long hair and shit.
Yeah, dude, I'm 45.
Get a haircut.
All right, I'll catch you guys.
Hey, no, hold on.
Wait, Blade or Frisbee, dude, we gotta talk. It's important. What is your tags? Trump and Biden. I can put the 1, 2, 3, 8 in there. Looks like I'm the only one who can't sleep. Yeah, dude. I crashed out for like 3 hours. And I woke up and I thought it was like 2 in the morning, and it was only like 10. So I was like, yeah, I'll do a little bit. Yeah,
Have you found Caitlin?
What?
Have you found Caitlin?
What?
Have you found Caitlin?
Caitlyn Jenner?
I don't know, but just find Caitlin, okay?
Caitlyn Gender? I hope that was for a TikTok. Yeah, dude.
It's later.
Yeah. What's going on?
All right, let me send this link. I don't know if it'll let you click on the link on here. Will it let you click that?
Trump sexual assault allegations, all his conduct. Karen Johnson, how many? Yeah. These are all allegations.
Apparently, there's like 27 of them.
They're all allegations. If you look into them, none of them were actually proven. It's just people saying it. One lady he did pay off, which doesn't make sense, but in the sense that could be pushed a lot farther, and just making a settlement in the beginning make it a lot easier to prove instead of taking it to a trial and then going through the whole hassle. In my opinion, though, they're all allegations. There was nothing really actually proven. No, 27 of them actually, but that's why it says allegations, and it doesn't say list of sexual assault misconduct. You know what I mean? There's the allegation in there, so just someone saying this is what happened, basically.
Yeah, I've heard a bunch of theories on here. People saying he went to like Jeffrey Epstein's island and stuff, but I don't know if any of that crap's real.
The only thing that actually is reported with Jeffrey Epstein's island is he didn't go to the island. He did go to a party in Florida that was hosted by Jeffrey Epstein. And when he was interviewed about it, the really weird thing is he basically told the reporter, you know, he's a good host. It was a good party. He was even cool enough to allow the neighbor kids to come over and swim. So now, at this time, Jeffrey Epstein was about to go through sexual allegations right after he had went to the party and the interview came out. So if Donald Trump was part of that, and he's getting an interview, you obviously wouldn't, if you were part of that, you wouldn't throw it out there into the mainstream that there's little kids at the party, right?
That's true.
And if you throw that out there and you're saying he's cool enough to even allow the neighbor kids to come over and swim, saying, I seen little kids over there, and he said they're basically the neighbor kids just swimming. or somehow that came out, but that's the only report that I really heard about it. And then after that, he can basically disregarded him because of all the allegations that he actually went through after that. So, I mean, that's the only reports I know about it.
Every time I hear something, you can always prove it wrong.
I don't mean to, man. I just I'm putting my point of view forward, so you can look into what I'm saying, but that's what I know and that's what I've heard, and that's just based off of what I've researched. Because people go and say this shit, I'm like, well, that's fucking weird. Like, what the hell happened right there? So I look into it, and I'm like, well, you're taking it completely out of context, or you're basing it off of an allegation. Well, I can go and tell you that you stole my socks, and it's like, dude, why'd you steal my socks? And it's like, let's go to court. And it's like, dude, why are we going to court? You stole my socks. And it's like, I never stole your socks. So, which is completely not the same as sexual assault. So I don't disregard these women, and I would look into each case. But the fact that they're allegations and they didn't actually harm him back in the day, and the only time that we're bringing this up is now, it's like, well, it didn't get far, basically. You know what I mean? It would have been mainstream press that this is Donald Trump and this is him prior to him actually being president. So the only reason we're bringing it up now is because we're going to bash him on the allegation now and believe the other side of the story. You know what I mean? So it's like, why didn't we hear about this a long time ago? Like, Donald Trump's been in the news forever. So I don't know.
Yeah, it would make sense because, like, before he was president, he was known as this really rich celebrity. So it would make sense that people would try to pull that to get money from him.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to disregard the woman. I would have to look into the cases, but that's pretty much the idea I have if they didn't actually go through and there wasn't any proof about it. At that point, it's like, yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't really believe it if it didn't go far.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
If it went far and it was actually convicted, Donald Trump would have went to jail, and he should go to jail. But if it's not actually put through, the law states, you know, you can do this and accuse, and have your day in court. If you have proof, you can put it forward, and the order will be put into place. But if you don't have proof, the order's not going to be put into place because you can't just. The simplest way that I look at it is the country was built on the idea that you'd rather release 100 guilty men than charge one innocent man. So the idea of charging an innocent person with a crime is scary, right? Because if you're innocent, you shouldn't be charged with a crime. You should have your day in court, and you should be proven guilty rather than prove yourself innocent. So that's, you're innocent until proven guilty. You're not guilty until you prove yourself innocent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know if you want your YouTube channel to know or see anything about this. I'm just going to send it to you on the chat because I know they can't see that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can post it in there. I'll be posting it up on Instagram. We'll see what it looks like.
Yeah, I sent it to you. Just let me know if you want me to change anything.
Oh, yeah. Blader Frisbee is in chat. This is him. He worked on the intro. He took out some clips from the thing, added some music he made, and gonna be posting it to Instagram. So this will be the man who did it all. I'm excited to see it, man.
Yeah.
But hell yeah, fucking yeah. I hope you have a good night, brother.
Yeah, you too.
You got school tomorrow?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. You in person?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's
All
dope.
right, I'll see you later.
Later, man. Yeah. Mad props, dude. Let's see. I'll bring it up here. Let me go to this screen right here.